like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geek, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's fact. Cause the money low. I'ma grab brown man when it come back. I'ma get back my bad when the check hit. The direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geek, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch.
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I shot out my whip. Hey, spin about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bill. Suck cutting up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how to drip.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A first down carry by Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Prescott throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
To throw is Prescott, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On third down, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Check 3. 31. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Then we're going to 53.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. The 40, 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He gets it to Thomas. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Watson now to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Flushed out right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Third and short yardage. Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Throwing on second and long. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On third down, Miller. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A first down carry now for Miller. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Watson. And Thomas has it. Thomas barreling ahead. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A huge play there for Houston. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now it's Watson.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 41, Prescott. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 58 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 42, Cowboys 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go to Elliott again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott now. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Prescott now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
1st down, Cowboys.
Come on now, let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Right here, guys. Fight for me.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands, jump in the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damage. Every I can lay it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, that you see in my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they all be ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, okay? We're going to 53. Here we go. Kill. 26.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, but it'll be second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Here we go, 46. 51 to Mike. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jason Witten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, kill. 47. Come on. Hey, 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25. Intended that time for Cooper. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Everyone, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On second down, it's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I got one. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Watson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack by Robert Quinn. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson now to throw, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. We're scoreless after 1. They'll try and run for it with Miller. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, his 2nd sack of the night. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here at Arlington. Now Watson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. 51's the Mike. Yeah, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. Go. Mike.
Prescott to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Prescott on 1st down. Caught by Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Check 43. Watch the shift.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
From the 36, Prescott.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Hey, 47.
Yo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the I.
Hey, keep it up.
10th carry now for Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start, as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Third down.
Where's the tap?
From the gun on third, Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. Completes it to Miller. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the pass,
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Miller. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson being chased out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They were making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott uses the stiff arm. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 22-yard line.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line in. Wild Bill. Check 50, check 50. 81. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Begin. Check. Alert flare. We're going to 54, line in. 26.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Cowboys will go. Prescott has got his target. It's Cobb. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one completes. Elliott. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let him know, let him know.
To the air again, Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 49 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath, the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 37.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st down, it's Miller. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it again to Miller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Let's get it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing? But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Here we go. 480. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 23.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
He's set. 19. 54. Light 54. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 31.
Throwing now, Watson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Way to go! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 24, Cowboys 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, second and goal. Watson now to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jason Witten. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Cowboys
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
That's it,